Earth sign Virgo, happy 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. At the top of the video, please subscribe. Click that subscribe button so that you guys know when videos are released. Click like on the videos that you watch on here. It really helps other people to find the channel, what we do on here. So let's set that high positive intention, connecting with divine, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, spirit guides, your own higher self, setting your positive affirmation intention for the new year, whatever the cards and the meaning comes out to be. You guys should know that this is one way of seeing the year and fine-tuning it with your own positive intentions, your own plans for the new year. If I don't say it in every video, please know that we have our own willpower and we can direct that energy and flip a negative into a positive, learn from what we experience, and just make the best out of this 5-year. This 5-year is about our personal freedom, so we'll see a lot of that 5 energy go into it. I like to think of the 5 as the 5 elements and how we can recognize the power in each element within ourselves and how we can manifest that in the positive way within and without, or without meaning around us, and project what we want to the best of our abilities for a positive 2021. Yes, can we get an amen? I feel like saying that. You know, just that positive vibe for the year, you know. So Virgo, 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 set that intention. All right, here we go. Doing the Celtic cross, so that we're setting that high intention so that the position of the card is going to tell that story and that projection of what we are working towards. Yeah. All right. Yes. What is on your mind, Virgo? What's on your mind? What's on your mind is the carriage, Virgo. It's like, I think of Cancer, right? The journey too, right? The zodiac sign. So where do you want to go? Your main focus is the journey, where you want to go, where you see yourself, right? The challenge of it is the Hierophant, right? And this is the power of your control, or maybe someone that feels that they can control you, Virgo, and you're like, nope, it's not happening. So it's where you want to go. Where do you project yourself to be? Your desire to go where you want to go, and the restrictions that may occur, okay? Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury, so there's some Mercury retrogrades, I believe about 3, so we'll cover that when we do the astrology for you guys. But it's about where you want to go, where you see yourself, where you're projecting yourself in the future, and any kind of rules and regulations that are happening. Now, the Saturn squaring Uranus, you will have some issues with that, but this is what I'm telling everyone, is to write things down, prepare ahead, you know, plan out your month, especially with the 4 eclipses happening and the 3 Mercury retrogrades. Tap into Mars, even if it's not your planet, you know, right? You're getting it here, not your planet, but you can still tap into Venus and Mars, which are not in any retrograde for the January to December calendar year. So you can really tap into that and use the power of Mars and the power of Venus in areas of your life, and know where it is in your chart so that you can best use it. Now, what can ground you? The Ace of Swords is all about where you want to project yourself. The Ace is about your potential, okay? And the swords are your reasoning, right? The swords are your reasoning. It's air element. You're ruled by Mercury as an earth sign, but you can tap into that air quality of the power of your words, okay? Know the power of your words, and know that you want to succeed in where you're going, and you have clarity of focus of where you're going. That's what can ground you this year, okay? Your past was about the Knight of Pentacles, about planning, changing up your plans when it wasn't working. 2020 was rough for everyone, changing up your plans, but still doing the best you can within that year. But just wait 2 more years. I mean, 2021, 2022, I think 2023 is going to be an even better year, but the progress and the steps that we're making in 21 and 22 is going to be great, and changing up the plans will be excellent for us. I'm telling you, the earth signs are going to win this year because you guys know how to buckle down and make some plans. And every month is planning it out, but incorporate for everybody. I'm getting this so strong for everybody since 2 weeks ago. The Knight of Pentacles. And if you've been following me on social media or watching my daily tarot, you know I keep referring back to the Knight of Pentacles. Set your plan, have your vision, but know when to switch it up. That's your past, knowing when to switch it up. And then keep it moving. Your future is going to be about knowing when to wait, knowing when to act, and knowing that you have the power within you to make things happen. Having your first plan, your second plan, and your backup plan, kind of like that Capricorn energy, having a list for your list, so that when something happens, you stay ready, so you're always ready to, you know, shift and plan and do things, but just having also a view of where you're going and what you need to do. Now, I jumped to the future before I got to the mind, okay? So this is your strength, your mind, your hopes and the goals that you set for yourself, and what will help you overcome any challenges in 2021. And that's the Moon card, okay? And it's about making that plan, knowing that, you know, things don't always seem to be what it is, so don't judge quickly, and be mindful of these Mercury retrogrades happening also, and know that, you know, you have a plan, but things can change up as you keep going, and so on, so that, you know, you'll see the full plan of certain things as you go. Certain things are cut solid, like you'll know, but then other things you just keep it moving, okay? A suggestion is not getting caught up in any arguments. That's why I'm telling everyone for the eclipses and solar eclipses and the Mercury retrograde to just be ready, especially for those. Those are the big ones, right? And the Saturn and Uranus square, okay? That's tension and frictions, right? So I'll get to those dates. But, you know, any kind of challenges, just stay out of arguments, try your best, and just stay focused and be straight up. Just be like, I got things to think about. That's sad, but, you know, I got things, you know, to think about. You know, that's really horrible. You know how to handle it and word it right, you know, but just stay out of things that is just not for you. And it's the same kind of advice I have for Aries too. Now, 8 is creating that cycle of what you need to know, right? Always stay sharp on what you need to know, right? And it's also how others are perceiving you, because no matter if we're minding our own business, somebody's always watching, right? And I can feel Virgo, okay? I understand Virgo, right? So, you know that you are winning even when you feel like you're not, because you care so much and you put so much in it that sometimes you burn yourself out. I know how that feels. And you care. So when you care a lot, sometimes you get shit on a lot, you know, and a lot of negative things, but don't involve yourself in things that you feel it's a big no, right? Just focus on your wins, and you can win when you actually listen to your intuition and you use the power of your words are very powerful. Even your look is very powerful, right? And just know that you stay focused, and you don't have to say everything you're doing. Just drop it, just do it, just surprise. And that's how Virgos do, because, you know, when they care too much and they share, sometimes people can't handle that because they feel the power of how great it is. So sometimes you just have to be quiet about it and just do your thing and just focus on your succeeding, okay? Your hopes and your fears, and what can guide you, and what you can what warning you need to pay attention to. So again, it's coming up about just from the adversity, from the 7th position, right? The same thing is here, okay? The same thing, okay? What you want to do is focus on you balancing out you for this year, okay? You can always be helpful to others, but your helpfulness won't be a strain to you. Focus on balancing out your 5-year, you know, your earth, air, fire, water, you know, your soul, your connection to divine. Like work on balancing out what works best for you, you know. Keep things in your mind, don't share a lot, and you normally don't do that anyway, but just stay focused on what it is that you have to do, and realize that your fears are because you care a lot, and really listen to your intuition and focus on, give more power to what you hope it will turn out to be, but always double check things and watch out for the Mercury retrograde. Some people do great in Mercury retrograde because they're prepared ahead of time and they build up their own energy, their own chi. And this is something that's not talked a lot in tarot, but because of my work, it's really building up your own energy, your own power, and every day having that practice of just, you know, protecting your energy and staying focused, you know, really does help. Okay, one of your potential outcomes from following this message and decoding it and understanding it is the power of your emotions behind your words to manifest great things for yourself, right? It's like your beginning words, or the core of your words is your charm. So recognizing that, and it becomes very, very powerful, and you can use that to start things over again. If something doesn't go right, you have the power to start it over again, to recreate. You know, it's like there's a song that's like, I create, I recreate, you know, and I just love that spoken word chant, you know, I create, I recreate. I can't remember the name of the artist that did that, but it's just really powerful, you know, and we all have that within us to start over. And sometimes a person won't see your vision because, you know, they're not happy within themselves, so they can't really see the vision that you're talking about. But over time that will happen. It's like people don't see the hard work you put behind things, but you're doing it, right? So just know that you can create, recreate again, right? Let's see what planet and sign you can learn from the best and easily in 2021. Okay, you can learn, that's so funny, you can learn really well from yourself. Again, stay focused. You can learn very much from Virgo yourself, and from the moon phases. So I feel like the moon phases, the full moon, the new moon, that's in your astrological reading. Really focus on that. That's for everyone. The moon is your emotions, right? Everything that has to do with the moon. And the moon was the old messenger, and still is a messenger. It's the old Mercury in older astrology. So it's really staying connected to that. Right? And like an antenna, a beacon, right, of information. And to, you know, tap into your creativity, protect your energy. That's all coming through for you guys. Okay, what sign or planet is harder for you to learn from, but there's still a lesson there? Because I don't like to focus on the negative. Scorpio, it's like the same M shape like your symbol. So Scorpio, you can learn a lot from Scorpio about teaching yourself how to do new things this year. Like, you know, going on YouTube, learning how to do things, you know, just certain things you're going to have to learn how to fix yourself. So if there's something that you're unfamiliar with, maybe in your house or whatever, you're going to have to learn how to kind of be kind of like a MacGyver, you know, a jack of all trades in a sense, or understanding it. And again, the moon too. So really learning from the moon and the messages of the moon and the meaning of the moon, our emotions, maybe tap into the inner goddess, creativity, you know, that's coming through. A lot of goddess work. So goddesses associated with the moon, you know, something like that might be coming through for you as a guide for the year, right? An angel message. Angel message for beautiful, wonderful Virgos. Amazing, mothering Virgos. Strong, talented, wise Virgos. Yes. Positive, positive, positive messages for Virgos. This year, 2021 message. Guardian angel. And we have clear your vibes. Okay, Archangel Metatron. Thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I was going to do something with Metatron and I didn't, but I will in some other videos. Okay, Metatron. Yes. I'm gonna open it up today. I'll put it on my Instagram. So Metatron. Wonderful. So if you've ever worked with this archangel or not, definitely look into it and the symbol and the meaning and just study up on it and see how it reflects in your life. Okay, thank you, Metatron, for clearing my energy field, protecting your energy and just focusing on your journey ahead. I really vibe with the journey ahead and the ace. I feel like that one is popping through for me in that message. So yeah, wonderful. Okay, so let's get into the astrology, okay, real quick. So the astrology for you guys is, again, as an earth sign, Mercury retrograde is happening in all air signs and you're ruled by Mercury. So till January 30th to February 20th is Aquarius. Okay, May 29th to June 22nd is Gemini. September 27th to October 28th is Libra. So in these Mercury retrograde, you want to talk less, listen more, observe yourself, get things done ahead of time so that there's less in the chaos for these days. And they run pretty much a long time. So you want to make sure that you're not playing catch up on these days. Remember, Mars and Venus have no retrograde. So whenever there is a positive aspect for these planets, or, you know, yes, positive aspects for these planets, really tap into that, okay? The lunar eclipses are about strong emotions, right? And all the eclipses is about unexpected changes that are happening and the way that you can rethink your emotions for the lunar, and rethink and improve on your own self and how you treat yourself and how you move in this world, right? So the lunar eclipse is May 26th in Sagittarius and November 19th in Taurus. So you can just write these down in your calendar. The solar eclipse is on January 10th in Gemini and December 4th in Sagittarius. So you can pause the video, write it down, and it's big changes that you'll notice in your life, a big ending or a big new beginning, just big shifts and unexpected changes. So it doesn't have to be something negative to worry about necessarily, but you can notice that in your own life or in the world at large, right? So Aquarius, I don't want to jump back to the, I'll do another Mercury retrograde video on that in more detail, okay? Look out for the new moon and full moon in your sign or in your element sign, and really use those to work with what you want to improve in your life at that time, okay, for that month. So the new moons and the full moons, really tap into that and write them down on your calendar for your time zone. Have a calendar that, I talked about it last year too, I'm pretty sure. Have a calendar for the year and really plan ahead. I said that in the 2020 videos, I'm pretty sure I did. And do it for this year, because 2021, 2022 is still work in progress years, okay? The 5-year is another adversity, okay? So even though 2020 was a 4-year, it still shook up the stability, right? It really did. And then the 5-year is an adversity. The 2020 year, if we want to look at it, it's going to be more about balancing and how we can grow. And then the 7th year is like, it represents faith in tarot if I'm looking at the numerology from tarot, but it will bring about, you know, more of a happier vibe, right? Moving out of everything that we've experienced. Jupiter entering Pisces on May 13th to July 28th. You can use that to improve your psychic awareness. So I'll make videos on that. Prosperity, your luck. Some of you will experience 9th house issues or 11th or 12th house issues, okay? So you can see how that will play out for you. The 11th house has to do with your friendship, how you're perceived, the friendship you make, the friendships you cut off, just how you can better your health and your life. And the 12th house is your intuition, listening to your dreams, your intuition, over your willpower to do things, and also work on your self-esteem so you don't get overwhelmed or psychic attacks and sabotage yourself, right? So everything has a yin and yang. And then closures, ending relationships that are toxic, making better relationships, right? The Saturn and Uranus square happens February 17th at the beginning of the year, the calendar year, June 14th and December 24th. Those are 3 different kind of tension, friction times. And I'll be making a video on that, but looking at our freedom, or your freedom, personal freedom, your enjoyment of freedom, your love for doing what you want to do when you want to do it. So it's a blending of having some kind of structure, but having your freedom within that. And you want that, this progression of moving forward. So there's tension there. So how that's going to play out in your life, okay? So you want to be aware of all the different alignments that are happening, and all the different ways that you can move yourself forward, and how your journey will be. Sometimes your journey will feel slow in some months, and sometimes it will pick up. But the main thing is to keep the pace moving. And it's really not a bad reading. These are all really good cards. It's all about you just staying focused on your path and recreating your plans as you go. But I feel like for a lot of the earth signs, you guys are going to really keep yourself balanced and do well in 21 and 22, and 23 is just going to be a lot better. Okay, the shifting around, it will just be a lot better year. So check out Metatron if you haven't worked with him. And even if you're creative, you can even draw his symbol and place it on certain items and set the intention for it. You can see it, you know, right there. Set your intention. So if you want more videos on that, let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Happy 2021. Create your own, I feel like I should have a positive saying at the end, but you know, just create, you know, use this to help guide where you want to put yourself, right? All positive vibes. All right, thank you guys. Happy New Year. See you. Click like, don't forget. All right, peace.